Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Going to break down two rhythm concepts for you that are really versatile. I was using it in the intro there, so I hope you will use it and enjoy making it your own. If you haven't yet, I appreciate you subscribing here to the channel, of course. And then also if you check the links down there for all kinds of helpful resources, including free courses. So check it out. Thank you for that. Let's do it. Two really cool chord shape rhythm concepts, and I'm going to use context. I'm going to use the chord progression of Hey Joe. This is not Hey Joe. This is just the chords of Hey Joe. And I'm going to use this C major bar chord with the root on the A string. So remember these chords here. C, and then G, and then D to A. And then E. So we're not really playing Hey Joe, we're just, I think I made my point clear. Now let's add some spice. Instead of the C major, a chord like this with that A shape, that note right there on the B string, it's the major third of the chord. And it's an E note. You can play that E note as the base of the chord, and that's called an inversion. So I'm going to do that right now. By doing that, the E note we need is right there on the 7th fret A string. So instead, we're going to bar across, starting on the A string all the way across, and then hammer on to that major third right here. And I call that the Hendrix major chord. But you also have that entire pentatonic shape underneath that. It's a C major chord. So instead of, now we're going to do, we don't have a lot of time to embellish because we're going to the next chord, but you've got that. And so now, instead of the G major classic bar chord, we're going to do it's just from this little major box with a little extension. So when you have the root on the E string, you've got, so 3, 5, and 7. And then 5, 7. And then that root of the, you can skip the A string. You can hit some of the chord. So check it out. You put those together instead of, you now have and then the D to A is the exact same thing up a whole step. And then the E major up a whole step again. But it doesn't do the next chord. It just sits on E major. And now you have that E major Hendrix chord up here. But what's cool about this is you have the open E string if you want it to really still have a low root in there. So C to G, So while we're here, let's reverse the roots. I mean, here's what I mean. Instead of starting with the C based here, let's start with the E root C based, which gives us that second lick I showed you. So we'll just reverse which chord voicings we're using for which chord. So C to G up here. And then D to A. You'll always see that symmetry, and that's why this is a cool progression because it's like the circle of fifths, but you're, using also some familiarity. So C, G, D, A would give us one of each now. So 2 times I just did the full original bar chord into the. Okay, now the other one. So another way is just use one of them for the whole thing. That was just the Hendrix major for those chords. Now let's do the little E trick. I was doing it off the A root. One more time. So then you start to get just literally with 2 concepts, you have many possibilities when you start to use it over a chord progression. So try that out. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Thank you again for the support. Also, if you haven't yet, I appreciate you subscribing here to the Marty Music channel. And then also you checking out those links down there. We'll give you great resources for getting deeper into guitar, and I appreciate it. So thank you again. Hope to see you later. Take care.